If you love watercolors, guys, make sure to watch this video. But before anything else, don't forget to like and subscribe. I finally got my hands on the Ondine X Craftamo Brush Set. The box art is inspired by one of her signature watercolors, guys. Inside, you'll get 5 watercolor brushes, a large round 18 for washes, medium round brushes in sizes 1, 6, and 10 for layering, a 1/4 Filbert brush, perfect for soft edges and galaxy textures. The handles are pastel and glossy. The ferrules are rose gold, and honestly, they just feel beautiful to paint with. Make sure you have watercolor paper taped down on all 4 sides, because taping helps the paper stays flat and gives you a clean border when you peel it off later. Next, prepare your colors. Today, we're using magenta, purple, blue, and a little black. Also, have 2 jars of water prepared, because one is for rinsing your brush and one is for keeping your colors clean. And lastly, keep some salt nearby and some white paint for the stars. We'll begin by wetting the entire surface of the paper using the large round 18 brush. Dip it into the clean water and spread it across the paper in long, even strokes. When the paper is fully wet, it should look shiny when you tilt it, but you shouldn't see big puddles of water. If it feels too wet, gently touch the area with a clean paper towel to lift a little water. Now that the paper is wet, let's add our first color, magenta. Load the round 18 brush with magenta and gently tap or touch it onto the paper. Then watch how the color spreads on its own. So this effect is called blooming, and it's what gives watercolor that soft, dreamy look. Place the magenta in random cloud-like shapes. Now, we're bringing in purple. You can keep using the big brush or switch to the round 10 if you want more control. Place the purple next to the magenta areas and let the colors touch. The water on the paper will help them blend naturally. Try not to overbrush because the more you push the paint around, the muddier it gets. So instead, think of gently helping the colors meet each other and then letting the water do the rest. Now, let's add the blue tones. Load your round 10 brush with ultramarine or a bright blue and place it around the outer areas of your painting. This blue will help push the magenta and purple toward the center. Now, after placing the blue, switch to your round 6 brush. This brush is smaller and helps you control the darker areas better. Use it to bring blue into the purple areas just a little, and also to place a tiny bit of black near the very edges. But be careful with black because it's very strong. Use the Filbert to gently dab and lift some pigment, especially around the edges of the magenta and purple areas. If you want a lighter area, simply use a clean, damp Filbert to lift some paint. If you want a softer blend, lightly swipe the Filbert in small, gentle movements. So take your time here because small changes make a big difference. Now, it's time for the fun part, the salt. Before adding it, check your paper. It should still look shiny and damp, but not soaking wet. If it's too wet, the salt won't work well. Sprinkle a small amount of salt on the darker areas of your painting. The salt will pull the pigment toward it creating tiny star-like textures that look amazing in galaxies. Now, we need to let the painting dry completely before touching it again. You can let it air dry or use a hairdryer on a low, cool setting, keeping it far away from the paint so it doesn't blow the water around. Once everything is fully dry, gently brush off the salt. You'll see little white or textured spots where the salt absorbed the pigment. This look like a distant stars or glowing dust clouds. Now, let's add the stars. Mix some white paint until it's slightly runny but not watery. Load your liner brush and tap it gently to create small white splatters across the painting. This creates random stars of different sizes. And lastly, we're adding the finishing touches. And this is where we paint the silhouette trees. So first, make sure your sky is fully dry. Then mix a dark color using mostly black with a little blue. This makes the trees look deep and rich, not flat. To build each tree, start with a thin line for the trunk, then add short, quick strokes going outward to create branches. Keep the branches wider as you go down the tree. You can make some trees tall, some short, some bushy, and some thin. So this variety makes it look more natural. And we're done! I hope this tutorial helped you understand each part clearly. If you paint your own galaxy, please tag us so we can see it. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.